Hi, I'm James. I'm from Cape Town. I'm showing on the Fringe. I work in Cape Town at the Basketball. I have a studio there. I've recently started my fine art career. I've worked in film and worked in theatre for 10 years in Cape Town, and I decided last year in September to launch my studio and my career. Yeah, I participated in that art fair and now the Fringe. I was a runner-up in the APSA atelier, and yeah, so the Fringe is really cool because it's connected to the Joburg Art Fair, the biggest fair in Africa. It's part of the Joburg Art Week. Arts on Main Base is very unique. Right down in the Joburg CBD, it's a little oasis of culture. So this body of work is called Disclosed Projection, and it revolves around the video piece, which is a stop frame animation of two frames of the same room lit from different angles, and the light shifts slowly from left to right. It's about shadow, one's shadows, and things that get revealed and concealed. And the objects that I've used, I've staged in the studio. All objects from my background and my life, and I think of these objects as my shadows. Yeah, so working with a very dark, high contrast light shadow space makes for quite an interesting slow progression of light from one room space to the other. The portraits, because the work with the video has this kind of filmic quality, I wanted to introduce what you might expect in more film work, which is actors. So I got some friends of mine to pose for me, and I directed them into the space. And I tried to challenge them to think about a stressful situation, to try and get these sort of random expressions that might be kind of thought-provoking and deep. So I just kind of like playing with those moments in capturing those people, but also the light and how the light sort of enforces the image of them, yeah, and reducing them to black and white in these high contrast spaces. I think the process of exhibiting your work is really cathartic because it forces you to step back and look at what you've done, and in describing it for others you realize something that you've taken for granted and maybe was quite obviously part of your process, but isn't the case for everybody else. So by becoming aware of those building blocks that are very much part of your own process, you start seeing what it is that you've made and how those building blocks work